Good day, students. Welcome to math.serve.com. In this clip, we're going to be going over part 3 of our composite shapes puzzle involving squares, getting you ready for the ACT test. Alright, so this is the puzzle. So considering this square that we have right here, made up of 16 little squares, the question is, how many squares can you count? Total, how many squares can you count? So what I would like you to do, go ahead and pause this video at this time and then try and count as many possible squares or squares made up of squares that you can count in this figure right here. Write down the answer, click back on the play button so that you can see what the correct answer is. Alright, so one strategy we can use to solve this problem is by considering this square right down to its unit level and then building squares from there. Okay, so we have the unit square, the smallest possible square. We can call that our 1 by 1 square. And then we can build it up to a 2 by 2, and then a 3 by 3, and then a 4 by 4, which is the biggest square. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the total number of 1 by 1s, and then the number of 2 by 2s, and then the number of 3 by 3s, and then the number of 4 by 4s. So what we'll do is simply add up the total that we have for each of these squares, and then that will tell us the total number of squares that we have. Okay? Alright, so let's start with our unit square, the 1 by 1. How many of these little squares do you see in this composite square right here? So let's do it. So if you put a square here, you notice that there are 4 rows and 4 columns. So if you do the product calculation there, you get a total of 16. Okay, so there's 16 of the 1 by 1 squares. Let's go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we have 16 of these 1 by 1 squares present. Okay, so 16 of the 1 by 1s. Now we're going to shift gears and take a look at the 2 by 2s. This square is created by combining 4 of these squares in such a way that they're a square. Okay, so how many of these 2 by 2s do we have here? Now this is a tricky one because with the 2 by 2s we have a scenario where we have overlapping squares. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at how many of these we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3. So in the first column there we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so total of 9 of the 2 by 2 squares. Let's count it again. So we have 1, and in the middle 2 have overlapping. 1, 2, 3, and in the center 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have a total of 9 of these 2 by 2 squares. Okay, so this is times 9. So we have 9 of those. Now how many, if we level it up by one more square, we have the 3 by 3s. So the question is, how many of these 3 by 3s do you see in this figure right here? Let's go ahead and count it. So we have following. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are a total of 4 of the 3 by 3 squares present in this composite shape right here. So times 4, that's 4. And then how many of this, the big one that we have, this gigantic one that we have here, the 4 by 4s. The 4 by 4s is easy to count. There's just exactly one of them present right there. So we have 1 of the 4 by 4s. Okay? Okay, so 1 by 1 is 16. 2 by 2 is 9. 3 by 3, there were 4 of them. And then the 4 by 4 is the biggest one, is just exactly one of them. Okay, so if we calculate the total, 6 plus 4, that's 20. 9 plus 1, that's 10. So you have a total of 30 squares in this composite square that we have right here. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Really appreciate it. We'd like to know what you think. If you found the contents of this presentation helpful in your preparation for the ACT, do give us a thumbs up. Your positive feedback is very valuable to us. If you have any questions or comments or special requests concerning geometric puzzles you would like us to create, go ahead and post it in the comments section below, and we'll be more than glad to support. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for updates to the remainder of these ACT puzzle review series. We have triangles coming up. We're also going to be working on circles. Um, and do not forget to visit our website, mathgotserved.com, where you see a lot of tools and resources to help you master mathematics in general. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.